Alright, here we are back for some more iRacing. We've got ARCA Menard Series at the Milwaukee Mile. We got 40 laps to get this done. Let's see what the strength of field is. Get those up here.
That's the end of the session, P12.
So, unlock some stuff. 2.2k strength of field and my 1.9. Did it not give me the relative overlay? There we go. One of them tells me the strength of field, the other one's nice enough to tell me how much I've gained or lost in an I rating for the session. Did more practice on the longer just run. Just trying to stay alive. Just trying to be smooth. There's no caution, so we need to be here for the end. I did not do any qualifying practice, so I think I laid down a 30.7. Is my fastest lap, which doesn't really say much to me. 31 point. So 4/10 for my qualifying time. All right, we are going.
The air temp is 78 Fahrenheit, P12. We need to follow car number 14 in the outside column.
Practice, I saw more lines than I saw. We got people entering high, diving, getting down low and coming off, and we got people up high, up down low, staying down there. I'm not exactly sure which way is going to be the one to pay off.
Okay, John, here we go. Don't fuck this up. Go, go, go.
Carlo. Easy, hold your line. Careful, still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear inside.
P11.
The car's just
The leader
bouncing
has just
around
done
out there.
30.5. Your lap time was 31.6. P11.
Well, if he'd stopped blinking, it probably wouldn't be so bad.
Car outside. You're all clear high.
Well, a Home Depot car behind me dive bombing that corner, scaring the crap out of me.
Tenth position. That lap time was 31.4.
Whoo! Don't know how I missed that. I do not know how I got missed. Didn't get anything in that.
P9.
Whew. That was some scary stuff. Just got to not give it full throttle coming off the corner.
You've just done a 31.2.
This guy's going to burn their stuff up. Just got to let off and roll through that corner a little farther than they were and let them burn their back, or their rear tires and their right fronts up.
That lap was a 31.2.
Just don't want that Home Depot car to get anywhere near me.
That lap time was 31.4. The gap in front is now 1.4 seconds. P9.
That 13 car in front of me is not for position. I just need not to race that guy.
That was a 31.4. That last lap was a 31.3. Alright, John, your lap times are pretty consistent.
Car low. Easy, hold your line. Still there. You're clear on the inside.
You caught me. I screwed up that last turn, but he was going to be there anyway.
10th position. You've just done a 32.0. The gap to Monroe ahead is now 0.9. The gap behind is now 0.9. The guy ahead is Monroe. You've just done a 31.7. P10.
We way overdrove that one. Better knock that crap off.
That lap was a 32.1. Okay, John, halfway home. Fuel looks good. That lap was a 31.7. The gap behind is now 1.0.
I am catching them just a little bit.
You're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 1.2.
No.
You've just done a 31.7.
I got to him.
Car up high.
The gap ahead is now 0.9.
Hold your line. Clear outside.
His buffer is gone.
You've just done a 31.9.
Can I get back to the 10? The 13 car hurt me. Woo! Little slide.
Okay, John, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 0.7.
He's pushed. Feel like he's getting on it real hard coming off that corner, trying to stay ahead of me. Just need a little bit more time. Let him burn his tires up a little bit more. Ooh, drove that window a little hot. Come on, you can do this. You got 10 more laps. You caught him. You're faster than him.
That was a 32.0.
Yeah, that was my own mistake. I appreciate it. Ah!
The gap in front is now 0.9. The gap behind is now 1.0 seconds. That lap time was 32.5.
Come on. Man. I'm turning in too late or something. Jeez, oh Pete's. Come on.
The gap ahead is now 1.1.
Come on. You got him. He's making mistakes. He's asking for you to come up there and get him. Come on. All right, you're there. Now find the spot to make the pass.
Good consistency.
Pretty
Keep them
good.
coming.
In the corners, he really drifted up in the other one. I'd like to be right on him and try to get him on 3 and 4. Come on.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 84 Fahrenheit.
Car outside. Careful, still there. Still there. Hold your line.
2 to go.
Careful, still there. Clear outside. Car high.
Come on, John. Push, push, push. We can catch this car.
Still there. Easy, hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear high.
P9. White flag. 1 more to go.
Car high. Clear high.
Nice.
P9. There we go. It's over. Bring it back round.
Well, I feel pretty good about that. I was able to run down the 10 car, not once, but twice.
Pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Oh, we finished ahead of our car number. That's good. I'll take it. I'll take it. Anytime I get a top 10, I'll take it. A little outside of halfway. Right about there. 8.5 was halfway of the 17 cars. 8, 8, 16, yeah. So, just outside of where I needed to be. Got 14 rating. Clean race. No, not even so much as a whoops-a-daisies there. Looks like we started at a 31.5, 31.2, 31.3, and then 31.2, little 31s for a while. We were running that guy down. It was, I lost a second. 31.2. Not a second. Almost. Alright, let's take a look at not that lap, how about the first one? Starting on the outside, I feel like we got a decent amount of grace as we went through those. Took me a hot minute before I get down to the bottom. About a lap. Whoa! They're going 3 wide back there. Let's see here. That's probably just some crappy corners. 12 goes in low. 7's up there, got loose. I think. Got bopped into by the 9. Unfortunate. I mean, as they went into the turn, we see 7 car up in the top lane. Really getting it in there in the high lane. 12 makes a bit of an odd move, man. Hey, I don't know if I'd have done that early on there. 9 kind of drifted up, trying to probably pull up away from the 12 and down in the 7. 7 gets T-boned by the 17, and they continue. Let's go back to the action. Like there's some action up here further. We got somebody. Oh, I guess he just got high. Overdrove the high line. Pushed way up. It's passed way wide. And as a result of his really high, really crappy entry, he drifted up quite a ways. Actually, what was our tire wear while we're sitting here waiting? 76 in the right front. So over 40 laps. We lost 24. Man, oh man. I thought this guy was going to take me out. That was a little scary. That 12 just broke way too late. Practically runs me over. Man, if I could have got my turn 2 entry down a little bit better, I might be able to catch up to the guy that was in front of the guy that I did pass for the end. I just kept overdriving it. I need to back that corner up, that entry up clearly, to keep myself away from doing something I didn't really want to do. Oh, man. So that's the action that we caught. So we got 13. Looks like he has to check up a bit for that 10 on their entry. Really screwed up there what they had going on. Just trying to regroup it, probably trying to power back out of the corner, not lose a lot of time. Kind of gets it down there, but then slides way up. Too much throttle. Got loose, comes down into him. Let's say too much throttle. A little too much wheel. Right in front of me. And it just opens right up. I was worried the 13 was going to come down. That was that little juke there that I made to the hard to the left. I was like, you might come off the wall. Hell, that was a little worrisome, but hey, we made it through that. And we made it through that. Man, it was like the parting of the Red Sea, man. It just opened right up and I drove through it. Dang, that was lucky. Right in front of me. I'll take any bit of luck I can get, though. So here we are, 5 laps in. Sitting in 9th position. That Home Depot car, which I was petrified of getting anywhere near me. I feel like he's going to overdrive the corner and run me over. There's that one incident that, man, that could have ruined my day right there. By braking so late. If I say he doesn't really get too much closer. So we get back going here, 31.2. 30.8. 14's just the zipping around out there. 13 car looks to have given him a wide berth as they come through. He's a lap down. That contact with the 14. He got back going again, and he was running competitive times there. It didn't really catch up to him too much. That was a 33.2 or 31.2. It's faster than the 14 that time, but he had to contend with that 13 car and whatever he was doing. And me in turn 3, man. I don't know what it was. I got a little bit loose coming off turn 4 a couple times. But really was nailing my turn 1 and turn 2 for the most part. I mean, I missed them a few times. A couple times I come off that corner too hard, and I made a dumb decision to switch my line and try getting in higher and coming down lower, and I lost them. Whatever that lap was, it was terrible. Might have been that one. We weren't giving it full throttle. Just trying to be easy with it. Didn't need to loop it coming off the corner. Give it too much and just ruin it. Not too bad in the 2.2K to finish about the middle of the field. I'm doubting that was the top split. Yeah, I mean, there's a 5.2K guy in that one. 5.2, 3.1, 3.8, 4.0. Yeah, I doubt it. I'm not entirely sure that I am top split. Those guys up front, man, went off and took off. They were gone. Just me racing the guys back here that are about my same pace, which was still fun. You know, must kind of make myself think that in those last little bits that guy is the leader and I need to pass him to win. And I'm proud of myself when I can catch back up to somebody, especially after where I lost time to him. We caught up to these guys and somebody's up my rear end. Ah, yes, this guy. I heard him. He's been getting closer in my mirror the longer this has gone on. Caught up to me pretty good there. Tried to just kind of follow my line. Stay down here near the bottom, but knew he was back there. I got back to the throttle before I should have. Let him get up alongside me, and then it was no contest. Just let you go. Take that higher line around the top and dig it back down by underneath you, and just look to follow him. Looks like he's getting back to the throttle before I am. Again, I'm just trying to last out there. I'm at 2. I don't know if just missed qualifying or what, but what is that? There's a car up there in the wall. What happened here? 7 car in 14th spot. Kind of out there by himself. Impressive. No wall contact. Impressive. Nice job, 7. I really feel like that was staying the throttle way too long before you knew she was gone. But I say that, and that IRFFB definitely gives you a different feel in the wheel to kind of catch those. So without that, I can see that happening fairly easily. 15 laps in, I did start adjusting my brake bias after about 20 laps. I just felt like I kept pushing up off the corner. Well, I couldn't get it down in the corner. I dropped it a full 1%, 2 clicks, dropped it, and she started turning in that corner way better. Yeah, see, just way high up there. I probably was just overdriving the corner, but to facilitate my potential overdriving of the corner, a drop of that brake bias, that lap of like 20, really helped me get it turned in there. I kept getting like I'm just not very consistent lap time wise. Yeah, and I keep doing that crap. And that's what I kept doing before. I was right about on the limit. I mean, I was going through there. If she gets a little sideways, it just kind of starts to break loose. There's where I started trying to do this go top to the bottom thing. I just got back to the throttle too late. They drove away down the straightaway. So 31.6. Overdrove that corner or something fierce. Just screwed myself on time. But once I hunkered down, here we are, we're still screwing with that stuff. I bet I'm not getting on the brakes hard enough. Yeah, I was on and off the brake. Trying to use a little bit of letting the car's tires scraping across the thing to kind of get me a little bit more speed to get in the corner, maybe I can get there a little bit faster. So let off the brake and kind of let the car's tires sliding across the asphalt, slow the car down, but it just didn't stick and stay down there. I think we dropped the brake bias right there. 2 clicks coming off that corner, and then the subsequent corners were better. So that's what, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, looks like we picked it back up there a couple laps into it. Mostly. Just kept missing corners. Hey, didn't bash the wall. Didn't scrape the car up. I felt a little bit competitive running that guy down. All in all, that's a win. So we're past halfway, and I was catching him, and then I kept screwing the corner up. Oh, I think the other guy in the 13 messed up a bit, and then he got hooked on the wall, and I ended up getting by him in that turn. Worst part about that whole thing, when I saw him scraping the wall, I just kept catching him. I was almost up alongside him. I almost got taken out. I know better than that. He's up along that wall, man. He's gonna want to pull himself off the wall. Don't do that. I'm asking for myself to get wrecked there. Thankfully, it didn't happen, but it wasn't looking great. See, look at that. I'm fairly close to these guys. A couple overdrive turns, and boom, they were back out to about where they were before. Getting a little overzealous. Was on them. And I let the emotion of it get to me, and I stopped thinking so logically and making sure I was getting on the brakes at the right spot, getting on the brakes the right amount. My throttle out point. There he's hooked on the wall. Now it was smooth sailing, set on the 10. His buffer gone. Not that he was probably going to put up a fight, but more along the lines you kind of feel safe because you got another car behind you. You know, he's not racing for a position for that one, and then I just start driving it into hard. And it gets smaller and smaller. 31.8, but I think he was probably running faster there. 31.6. Yeah, I was going to have to step it up if I was going to I was going to catch him. I tried to, and that ended up with me pushing up the track. Now, I think there was some amount of nerves for the 10, because they also started making some mistakes. Just knowing that it was back there. It's like that 14, the Home Depot car. I knew he was back there behind me and started messing with my head. Finally had to tell myself not to worry about him, and I just looked ahead and stopped looking in the rearview mirror. Stopped worrying about him back there. Start hitting my marks in the corners. He was nowhere to be seen. Yeah, we overdrove that puppy. Screwed that lap up, lost a couple tenths. The further we got on that run, the more I felt like once I got to my normal throttle up point, that there was literally no chance that I couldn't mat it come on off those corners. 10 laps to go. We had a decent gap. It's like a 1.3 seconds to the 10 car, 1.4. We're back up here again. Just keep ruining that corner. 1.6. I suppose we put this over here. The active. $1.6. I think 1.6 was as high as it got. I thought I saw 1.7. We're really just gonna get in down here. Keep it rolling through there and just get back to the throttle. We're making mistakes in there still. I think he's being a little conservative. I feel like he's really close to the wall out there. He's a second ahead. And they overdrove that one. Entering it high. Caught him by almost a half a second. Within a half a second with 5 laps to go coming to the line here. Just trying to be as low in the corner as I can and get back to the throttle just as quick as I can. Inside half a second. Oops. Three-tenths of a second. really drove it in. He's trying to run a higher line. I don't know if he thought I was going to dive bomb him. He's just trying to stay up there. If he thinks that that was a little faster. I knew that wasn't going to do it. I really wanted to make the pass off turn 4. Get right up there on him. Be right at his bumper when he went to make one of those mistakes that he was doing. Just get to him. I mean, he had some pretty good laps. I mean, he was running. He was giving me a run for my money. I mean, it wasn't easy. Just trying to get there. And there's my turn 4 pass, the one I wanted to set up. He wasn't going to give up. He's going to leave it right alongside me. Make me go into the corner and not push up into him. Most proud when I can make that move happen. He got back on the throttle way too early. He was trying to fight for the spot. I don't blame him. We're side by side going in here, and we beat him into the turn. I believe that was the white flag. Just got to hold him off with that additional lap. Drove it in with everything he had there, but that was it. It was too much momentum loss. Going too far out in the outside line. 9th spot in the 11 car. Absolutely awesome. I'll take a safety rating bump. So far, so good. Don't know if I've had anything too bad. I wish I knew, like, after
What's your speed limit in the pits?
the race, if that was the top split or not.
Box in 5, 3, 1.
Well, now for some practice tomorrow. Watch the top split in the Xfinity Series, which I think they're at Indianapolis, and then attempt to participate in that the next day. See you at the next race.